Hi you guys, I wanted to do one more follow-up video. I've been seeing a lot coming out about black goo. First of all, there are quite a few movies coming out with this in it. I don't know if you've seen Artifact 81, where it was a meteorite came down and they took a black stone, and this black stone is putting people in a trance, making them act a certain way. It's almost like, you know, black goo coming out of it. And then I believe Naughty Beaver, his video on BitChute, listed some other movie I don't know the name of, but basically they even said Tiamat. Tiamat, black goo was placed in the center of Earth. I don't know if they're presenting it as a good thing or a bad thing. You and I would know that would be a bad thing, and that very well could be. Okay, so my point is duality. With black, there is white. With dark, there is light. So if Tiamat's black goo, black part, evil part was placed inside Earth, then there is the counterpart, the light part, the white part still out there, maybe looking for that counterpart to balance itself, which I would think that's what it would do. Okay, so let me be a little more specific. I'm also seeing... I told you that I have dreams, and I've been through so much in my dreams. I've been through the 4th level up to the 5th level. Now I don't have to go back through the 4th level to get there. I just go straight through. I worked my way through battling beasts, which is a little odd. I actually might just cut that out. But I do believe the important things, like why we have wars in Iraq, are because there are artifacts there. And I do believe those artifacts have pieces of meteors, pieces of whatever, pieces of black goo, white goo, whatever, pieces of things in artifacts that have been preserved that way that are powerful. Okay, so let's talk more about Tiamat. If there is a dark, there is a light. If there is a black goo produced, there can be a light goo produced, and that's goo produced. And that's why I re-released that Slimer video today. Let me show you an excerpt from it right now. This is a screen recording of a video chat with the Canadian Sunstalker when this ectoplasm just popped into our view and was interacting with me. What you see there is I was talking to my best friend, my best buddy that I love so much, and we were talking about Planet X and space and all the things that I love. And I mean, I was just in such bliss at that moment. I swear, I believe that is a production of white, let's just say white goo, a good production.
I might even go as far as say a mental orgasm. If you want to do it, I probably could, let me tell you.
But anyway, so while there is light, there is dark. So let's say this Tiamat that we are finding in the sky, and I did not name her Tiamat. I call her the system. I agreed with the name Tiamat because it fit and because of the signature of the dragon. But this thing in the sky that we're calling Tiamat, let's say it is the positive counterpart. And it is trying to balance out. And that's why I get such a feeling of protection. In my 20s, I was paid to do personal protection. Not because I'm a big person or I can, you know, go battle against someone. It was because I was able to sense danger. I'm able to sense danger, and I do not sense danger, like danger. I mean, there's going to be, you know, things that happen because of it, but I don't see what we're following in the sky, this Tiamat that we're calling, as something as dangerous. I don't. I hope I'm not leading you guys wrong. And as soon as I do see something wrong, or I get a feeling like that, I would be the first to tell you. That's why I got on YouTube in the first place, is to start telling people my dreams and what I thought might be happening. But anyway, so I am aware of the black goo aspect. We all should be. We all should always be as cynical as possible, I think. And as I look at this, I will consider it. But as of right now, I see it as the positive counterpart to that. And that's why I released the Slimer video. Okay, so on to shapes. A lot of people are into shapes. Planets are what shapes. And I believe Cosmic Agency released something where the sun was a square. the sun was a square or a triangle, or it was depicted as that. Maybe it's been depicted, but honestly, I do not get the feeling of shapes. I've kind of been looking into this recently, oddly enough, shapes of planets. Like, I always thought the square was Mars. The triangle is Venus. And I believe our sun is, sadly enough, a shape we don't even recognize. The spiral, like a cone, a Fibonacci spiral is the shape of our sun. What other? I can't think of any other shapes. But anyway, and so that's why I'm saying that I believe Saturn, or something moving through our sky, is a hexagon. And let me show you this. Okay, so this is why I say this. It takes a sharp edge. It takes an angle to make a rainbow effect. So there's something interfering with our light that has an angle to it. So what I'm seeing is bended beams of light, and I'm seeing it because of angles, because of shapes. So then we get into stars and wiggling stars. And I don't even want to go down this road. The only reason I am is because this woman was so incredibly nasty to me. And all I was trying to tell her is, this is back when this chick was still just looking in space, and I was seeing the system in her sky video. So I said, why don't you point, nicely, I said, maybe you should point the edging device at the clouds. And she just came at me. And I had other females that came to me saying that she went after them with the same amount of tact. She just came after me like I was attacking her and trying to say she was doing something wrong and she knows what she's doing. And that was pretty much, that was the second time she came after me. So that was the second time. And after that, I just had to quit watching her. And then I was told a few weeks later she was looking at clouds. So, what do you know? But anyway, let's get back to the shape of things. Like I told you, what I did is I got to know my camera first. I learned about light, I learned about the camera, I learned about what happens with the different effects upon your camera. This is someone that doesn't know her camera. You can zoom in as much as you want on pixels, and they're always going to be edged. And you need to know the speed of your camera. So if you're getting a planet in a blurry motion, it is the speed of your camera, because that's how it's picking it up. If you have a high-speed camera, a telescope, something that can zoom in, you're not going to get that blurred. You're going to get a more, idea of what it is stilled, a stilled capture, and that's what I'm saying, stilled. I'm not saying these planets aren't moving. She's getting that blur because, yes, that sucker is moving. So are we constantly, not just the spin either. There are, I don't know how many different dimensions. I know at least 6 that are interchanging at all times. Interchange. That's why I think we don't travel to space anymore, because when you come back, you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know which one you're going to land on. So that's the main reason I think we don't travel. So these planets are always changing and changing and changing. She's just catching it in mid-change. That doesn't mean it's the shape. It doesn't mean it's what it is. It's the speed of her camera and how she's catching it. So a stilled image, like you're getting when you look at Chuck's backyard astrophotography, it's more of a stilled actual capture, like stilled pictures of Earth. It's a picture of Earth stilled, standing still, not moving around. Anyway, I just wanted to get that out there. I hate the doomsday attitude. I just don't feel that right now. I do think the veil is lifting. I think we're starting to see things clear. I think we're going to see things for what they really are. And let's start to dive more into these shapes. are the planets shapes? What do they mean to us? What are they trying to tell us? A lot of people, and I know in the beginning, I was seeing shapes in the sky in my dreams, different shapes going across the sky, and I swear I could understand it and knew what it meant in my dreams. I just couldn't remember when I woke up. So let's start to pay attention to everything, and don't second guess yourself. If you're here, if you're watching this, you've got an ability. You've got an ability, first of all, to sense something that agrees with your line of thinking. Second of all, you've got an ability, so don't second guess yourself. If you see something, write it down, do a video. And then when it does happen, you have record of it. Or if you're able to prove it, or if it finally makes sense, you have record of it. You guys are more special than you know. Don't second guess yourself. If anything, put the pedal to the metal and go forward into your abilities, and really just know that you are able, and move forward with that ability. After all, you are a child of God. You can do anything. Talk to you later. Have a good week. This is the last time you'll see my face for a while. Later. Bye.